With Spice Girls stuff, what's quite cool, a lot of the pressure's off. When it comes to writing and you're on your own, it's nice because you can just, you can just be yourself and do what you want. But then again, it's nice being with the girls because there's so many different influences. Because, the other three girls are quite R&B driven, and it's not really something that I listen to a lot at all, much.
Spice Girls, Dark Child, Let's Dance.
During their Spice World Tour in 1998, the Spice Girls would begin work on a third studio album and possible live album. With the third record, the original concept would be to showcase solo songs by each of the members in order to further promote the Spice Girls as individuals, which would act as a springboard into their eventual solo careers. However, with the departure of Geri Halliwell, many of the already produced songs would be scrapped and the live album cancelled. This is the story of everything that led up to the release of Spice Girls Forever. In 1998, the Spice Girls would re-team with former collaborators Biff Stannard and Matt Rowe to work on new material for their eventual third studio album. However, after Geri's sudden departure from the group, the project took a major turn, with many of the already recorded songs scrapped.
But are we not missing somebody?
We are. Unfortunately, Geri's not very well tonight, so get well soon, Geri.
Rumours that the third album would be full of covers, including Celebration by Kool and the Gang, Where Did Our Love Go by The Supremes, We Are Family by Sister Sledge, Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves by Annie Lennox and Aretha Franklin, and Holiday by Madonna were never officially confirmed, but it was likely the album would have been a mix of covers and original material.
One of the members of the Spice Girls calls it quits. Chuck is dying over this. Just before their big American tour, too, we'll have the scoop on their big breakup.
Oh, Ginger, why'd you do it?
Me, you gotta listen carefully. We got M in the place who likes it.
One of the world's top pop groups is minus one member today. Remember last week we told you that Ginger was sick? Well, she wasn't sick. She left the Spice Girls. Ginger says she wants to start her own solo career. Goodbye, group.
I wish to apologize to all the fans and to thank them and everyone who's been there. P.S. I'll be back.
The four remaining Spice Girls say that they're upset and they're saddened that Ginger Spice is leaving the group, but they say the Spice Girls will go on. In fact, the Spice Girls say they're going to go ahead with their planned U.S. tour later this month. Kelly?
So tell me, first of all, about your new single, Goodbye. Where and when did you record it and write it?
Recorded it in Nashville.
Wasn't it? And it was actually a studio that Elvis Presley had recorded in. So it was quite ambient, wasn't it?
Harmony.
Oh, they'd done it there too. Yeah, so it was a pretty special place, actually. But we started writing it ages ago, didn't we, when we were doing the second album, Spice World. It was when we first got the idea for Goodbye.
And then we finished it off in Nashville and recorded it.
Did you always, when you first wrote it, think of it as being a Christmas single, a sort of interim single?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that Christmassy kind of sound, hasn't it?
Yeah, we always like to do a great big, lush ballad for Christmas.
I think with Goodbye, it's a song that everyone can relate to. It's like, we were talking about, and you always have to say goodbye to a friend, even if it's they're going off to uni or they're going travelling. Do you know what I mean? Everyone can relate to saying goodbye to a loved one or a friend.
And you've had a lot of goodbyes you've had to say over the last few months. Always travelling. Is it something that seems very close to your heart?
It is. I think, it's an emotion that everyone feels, There can be a lot of sadness, when saying goodbye to people. But, then again, it can...
Or relief.
Yeah, or relief.
God.
But it's like, we like to see it as a goodbye to the past and hello to the future.
Were you doing the song when you're on tour?
No.
So it's really...
It was only completed when we were on tour.
In Nashville, yeah.
Actually. So it's new. Down
Nashville Zoo, I got them.
Did you go to the zoo?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's for the
Was
wolves,
it?
all the American wolves, cougars. And...
You do some weird things. 1 minute he's at the Tom Jones concert, the next minute he's at the zoo.
The Christmas song is really sad. I cried the first time I heard it, like finished and everything. I really did cry. It's sad. So obviously it's about Jerry and her leaving and going her own way.
I just couldn't believe it. It's like, we always bicker. And, you know, we're girls, you know what I mean? Everyone has little arguments and ructions and stuff. But since we got on tour, it had been cool. We'd been having such a laugh. We hadn't been rowing. We'd just been having a really good time. In fact, the day before she actually left, I remember our conversation. We were all sitting on the plane, we were flying back to England, and we were having such a giggle. And, you know, we were really being silly and having a laugh. And then, next thing I know, she's gone.
Look, I'm going in for an audition. Yeah, I'll listen to it. And Matt, can you sing it through the thing so I can hear it? Is that good? Yeah, sometimes the easiest things are the hardest, you know.
She didn't give really much of an explanation to any of us. So I think we'd all be liars to say it was because of this or because of that, because nobody knows apart from her. And I wouldn't want to insult her by saying it was because of the performing or the singing or the dancing. At the end of the day, yes, she wasn't one of the most best singers or the best dancers, but I'm sure that wasn't the whole reason why she left. You know, there's more to Jerry than that, I'm sure. And I suppose it's a bit annoying when all you're seen for is your lips and your boobs. I wonder why she's changed her image as well.
We're very pleased with what we've done so far.
But the one thing is, it does feel like you're at home a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
you could
really
be in Abbey
like,
Road.
Yeah. We've only really ever been in studios in London or in England or Ireland.
Yeah.
So it's a bit weird because you could be anywhere here, but you're not. You're in Nashville.
Except you get lots of food
Tennessee.
here.
Following Jerry's exit, the Spice Girls recorded the Christmas single Goodbye. The group decided to rework Goodbye, which was initially written when Jerry was still part of the group. A co-write with Biff Stannard and Matt Rowe, the song was released on the 24th of November 1998 to positive reviews. Biff later went on to confirm that Goodbye was about moving on and saying goodbye to the old Spice Girls. It wasn't goodbye to Jerry, it wasn't really literal. However, this would be contradicted by the girls themselves, who stated it was about Jerry leaving.
Never mind the pain or the aggravation.
Goodbye became the Spice Girls' 8th #1 single in the UK, selling 380,000 copies in its first week. With the song, the group became the first act to have 3 consecutive Christmas #1 singles since the Beatles in 1965. Goodbye became their 5th biggest single in the UK. Elsewhere, the song would peak at #1 in Ireland, #2 in Sweden, Italy and Hungary, #3 in Australia, and within the top 10 in many other European countries.
It's not the end. Gotta keep it strong before the pain turns into fear.
So glad we made it. Time will never change it. No, no, no.
Just a little girl, big imagination. Never let no one take it away.
As a solo artist, Geri would sign a 3-album deal with EMI in late 1998. She then started developing her debut album, asking the Absolute production team, Paul Watson and Andy Watkins, who had already produced songs for the Spice Girls, for help. Allegedly, the 4 remaining Spice Girls said that if the Absolute team worked with Geri, they could not work with them again. Eventually, the duo decided to work with Geri.
And one of the hottest pairs was undoubtedly Missy Elliott and Mel B, or Mel G, after becoming wife of dancer Jimmy Gulsum. And as we all know by now, she and Posh Spice Victoria Adams are expected to give birth early next year. But for now, let's take a look at how I Want You Back came to life.
Spice Girls music is very pop, commercial, and it's always been a dream of mine to be able to do music like this. And Missy's just given me that chance. So when something lands on your lap like that, it is a bit, oh, whoa.
I know it might sound like, but damn, I think I want you back. You got. I'm the M to the ELB, you know me.
Before their reformation, each of the remaining Spice Girls would venture out on their own, Melanie B being the first, releasing the track I Want You Back on the 14th of September 1998. The song would feature American rapper Missy Elliott and was released as a single from the soundtrack to the 1998 film Why Do Fools Fall in Love. The track was a massive success, peaking at #1 on the UK singles chart.
I'm a fool for you, 'cause I keep taking you back as though I'm stupid like that. Yeah, you know it's true, but I can't say no, and I never said no. I can't say no to you, because you treat me whack. In fact, I want you back. I think I want you back. Your love has made a deep impact. I know it might sound like, but damn, I think I want you back. Want you, I think I want you back. Your love has made a deep impact. I know it might sound like, but damn, I think I want you back. Boy, I'm tired of you running over me, telling me what to do now. What have I done to you to make you sex a lot? I thought I made you hot. Now don't make me act a fool. I know I talk my junk, but I know what I want. What I truly want is you. And even though you're a Mac, true that I want you back. I think I want you back. Your love has made a deep impact.
I just phoned her up. We met in LA at a hotel, and I thought she'd be the right person to sing on the song.
And you said yes straight away. Had you heard the song?
No. I hadn't even heard the song, but I mean, you can't, pass with a chance like that. I was so flattered.
Yeah.
Sweet. Now he's such a great.
And it's turned out great, hasn't it? Were you a bit worried? Because he's a proper rock and roller. I know. You're a pop star and a great pop star, but Mr. Rock and Roll over there.
No, but as soon as I heard the song, I mean, I said yes straight away anyway. I thought, well, it's going to be great if it's Brian. And then I heard the song and I just thought, well, I mean, everyone loves the song, do you know what I mean? I just thought, I've got to do that.
Melanie C would go on to collaborate with Bryan Adams on the track When You're Gone, released on the 30th of November 1998. The song was written by Elliot Kennedy and Bryan Adams and became a #3 hit in the UK and Ireland.
Trying to concentrate, but all I could think of is you. Well, the phone don't ring 'cause my friends ain't home. I'm tired of being all alone. Got the TV on 'cause the radio's playing songs that remind me of you. Baby, when you're gone, I realize I'm in love. Days go on and on, and the nights just seem so long. Even food don't taste like bread. Drinking, doing what it should. Things just feel so wrong. Baby, when you're gone, look at me.
In mid-1999, Geri would eventually launch her own solo career, releasing debut album Schizophonic in June that year.
But next time, use your eyes and look at me.
In 1999, the girls recorded My Strongest Suit for the concept album for the musical Ada.
The song that we've done is My Strongest Suit, and it's about it's quite funny actually because it's not really got the same sort of vibe is what we'd usually do, because like, you know, we'd like to do songs about girl power, and not about material things, but this is about, you know, being very materialistic, about the clothes being the most important thing and not your personality. So it's a bit of a change for the Spice Girls.
But you know, there's everything mentioned in this song. Underwear.
In fact, I think this song has got the most words in it out of any song in the whole wide world, and we had to learn them.
Isn't it? Underwear.
She's pregnant, you have to excuse her.
When we wrote that track, My Strongest Suit, I only thought of one actor that could do that, and that's the Spice Girls, because it's all about changing clothes, being spoiled, you know, makeup, fingernails. Like Alicia Silverstone in Clueless, but back into Egyptian times.
When we saw the array of stars that are contributing to the album, it was like, well, we definitely have got to be a part of this. It's a really exciting thing to be a part of.
When I got that lyric, I mean, I just laughed and laughed. It was like, Tim is a million miles away from being gay, but it was like a gay man's lyric. I mean, it's like, and it was like, it was so funny and just brilliant. And I thought, I've got to do this as a Diana Ross and the Supremes kind of thing.
I think that, you know, personally, you know, and a lot of the other girls as well, I've always loved, you know, all the Disney films, and I loved The Lion King. So, you know, when Elton asked us about this, it was, you know, it's a huge honour to do this.
Yeah, we were really flattered that he thought of us to do a track like this, and it's really good fun, isn't it?
It is really good fun. I've got the Disney CD at home, so I dance around to all the tunes.
And
so.
the neighbours are always complaining.
Exactly.
Elton sent the track to us. You know, we loved it, how it was, but we did want to make it our own a little bit. So it's got a bit of a Spice Girls flavour. Yeah. We work with Matt and Biff, who we do a lot of our hits with. So we think it's a really cool collaboration, because, you know, obviously the wonderful talent of Elton, and then, you know, a bit of stuff on the top from us.
Too hot.
After further sessions with Biff and Matt Rowe for the album were recorded, several tracks emerged, including the songs WOMAN, Treasure, Go 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 and Too Hot. But none of the tracks would make the cut for the final album.
Without my love and desire. Too hot, too hot, too hot, baby.
The group continued working on material through August and September 1999, working with Elliot Kennedy, where they recorded tracks Right Back At Ya, A Day In Your Life, Give You What You Want and Painproof, before opting to collaborate with additional writers and producers to help cultivate a more mature image and R&B sound. This would lead to working on tracks with US producers Rodney Jerkins, including the songs Holla, originally known as Holla Holla, Let Love Lead the Way and Weekend Love, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis on tracks If You Wanna Have Some Fun and Oxygen, all of which made it onto the final record.
Melanie B had already had a solo single with Missy Elliott, and Victoria was working on solo stuff, as was Emma. You know, we were all doing little solo things here and there.
But we also knew that we wanted to do another album, and we had lots of ideas.
We were looking forward to it. We were going to work with different producers for the first time, American producers.
There was something in this album that actually it was quite special. Lyrically, we talked about each other, and we talked about Jerry leaving with Goodbye. You know, so there was all our feelings were coming out on this album.
But when it came down to, you know, writing and recording the third Spice Girls album, my solo album was out there, and I decided that that's what I wanted to do.
I just remember her saying, I won't be there for the full recording of the third album because I'm working on my own stuff. And I was like, whatever you want to do, you do. You can't force somebody to come in and sing and be sporty spice when they're not feeling it.
And she was recording the material at different times to us. So it was myself, Melanie B and Emma were recording, Jerry had left, and Melanie C would come in at different times to do her vocaling.
You know what? I was fragile. I was ill at that time. You know, I was suffering with depression as well as, you know, trying to get over my eating disorder. So I suppose I didn't have the strength to deal with it. To be honest with you, I think that's probably what it was.
On the 27th of September 1999, Melanie C would release the track Going Down as the lead to her debut solo album. Written by Melanie C, Julian Gallagher and Biff Stannard, the song would hit number 4 on the UK singles chart. Melanie's album Northern Star was released to positive reviews on the 18th of October 1999 and would debut on the album's chart at number 10. Following further single releases, the album would eventually peak at number 4 in the UK. In October 1999, work on Forever ceased. Melanie C embarked on a solo tour to promote her album Northern Star, and Emma, Victoria and Mel B began working on their own solo projects. The group also began preparations for their Christmas in Spice World tour, in which they premiered the tracks Right Back At Ya, WOMAN and Holla. Following the tour, Melanie C continued to promote Northern Star, and the other members worked on preparing their solo albums.
It's Tintin Out, featuring Emma Bunton.
It is.
Tell us about
yes.
the new song then.
It's a cover of What I Am, Edie Brickell and the Bohemians, which was out about 10 years ago. Classic track. Tintin Out, you know, the Fantastic Boys have got their own album out at the moment, and they just asked me to come and sing on one of their tracks, and I was like, yes, please.
So lots of the Spices are kind of duetting with other people, doing solo stuff on their own, but it still means the Spices are still together.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just, you know, Spice Girls are our priority, and there's just little things that we'll obviously all like to try and just
Solo
working
projects,
on. Yeah,
as they
just
say.
stuff like that and growing in our own way. But then definitely they're our
So
priority.
you're working on album 3 now, aren't you? The
Yes.
Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls album, yes.
On the 1st of November 1999, Emma would find herself in a chart battle with her former Spice Girl pal, Jerry, when they both released singles on the same day. Emma's being a collaboration with Tintin Out on a cover of the 1988 Eddie Brickell and New Bohemians song What I Am. With much media attention pitting both women against one another in the lead up to that Sunday's chart, Emma's single would hit number 2 in the UK, with Jerry grabbing the number 1 spot.
Is a talk on a cereal box religion? Is a smile on a dough?
Jerry criticised record company executives for allegedly exploiting fans by encouraging the head-to-head race. Jerry's Lift Me Up would end up selling 140,000 copies in its first week, 30,000 copies more than What I Am.
Who is next? Who
Melanie C would release Northern Star, the title track to her debut album, as a single on the 22nd of November 1999. The single would match the chart placement of Going Down, peaking at number 4.
Dare to question you, just tell them that our love is true. They buy your dreams so they can sell your soul. Is it any wonder we've lost control? Feelings come, feelings go.
The Spice Girls!
The Spice Girls would preview new track Holler at the Brit Awards in March 2000, where they also accepted their Outstanding Contribution to Music award.
On our album and our music, doesn't matter what anyone else says, it's about the music. Right. Apart from thanking you. And my family.
Yeah. We've all got to say a big, big thank you to Jerry, because without her, we wouldn't be able to have done this.
Jerry would also perform on the night and was rumoured to have been offered to join the other girls on stage to collect their award, but refused.
Don't drop the baby, booting out no butts, or maybe winding up and making crazy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The 20th of March 2000 saw the release of Melanie C's third single from Northern Star. Never Be the Same Again would feature American rapper Lisa Left Eye Lopez of American girl group TLC and became a massive UK #1 single. The song also peaked at number 2 in Australia and number 3 in Austria and Ireland, and inside the top 10 throughout Europe.
Something that I might regret. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. A lonely heart that can't be tamed. I'm hoping that you feel the same. This is something that I can't forget. I thought that we would just be friends. Things will never be the same again. It's just the beginning, it's not the end. Things will never be the same again. It's not a secret anymore. Now we've opened up the door, starting tonight and from now on, we'll never be the same again. Never be the same again.
It wasn't until April 2000 that work resumed on the new Spice Girls album in Miami. Songs were written alongside Rodney Jerkins, but Melanie C would not contribute to the writing. At the time, she was still concentrating on her solo career, so the material was written without her, with her often recording her vocals separately. That same month, the group decided that material originally recorded the previous year would be shelved because it didn't fit in with the R&B material that they had recorded with Darkchild and Jam & Lewis. The only song to survive the cut was Right Back At Ya, but only after it was heavily remixed by Darkchild, something which original producer Elliot Kennedy found very insulting. In an interview with biographer David Sinclair, Biff Stannard relayed his disappointment in the omission of WOMAN. However, Emma explained that the song was not included because the sound had moved on in the time since it was recorded. In July 2000, the girls recorded Wasting My Time with Fred Jerkins, which doesn't feature vocals by Mel B, and they also remixed and re-recorded Right Back At Ya.
We're coming right back with a brand new design. Feeling fine.
On the 7th of August 2000, Melanie C's I Turn To You would become another UK #1 single, also hitting the top spot in Denmark, Sweden and Australia.
When the sky turns grey and there's no end in sight. When I can't sleep through the lonely night. I turn to you like a flower leading toward the sun. I turn to you 'cause you're the only one who can turn me around when I'm upside down. I turn to you. When my insides are wrapped with anxiety, you have the touch that will quiet me. You lift my spirit, you melt the ice. When I need inspiration, when I need advice, I turn to you like a flower leading toward the sun. I turn to you 'cause you're the only one who can turn me around when I'm upside down. I turn to
Nice to meet you. Great song. Came about because of a chance meeting I read. Tell us about that and what happened.
Yeah, we were just both in the same studio. I was actually writing the new True Stepper track, and Victoria was in there doing the Spice Girl album. Basically, all we had was basically a backing track, and I grabbed Victoria and said, "Look, do you want to come and have a listen to this?" see what you
Grabbed me
think?"
by the neck.
Grabbed her, picked her up, threw her over in the studio, and said, do you want to write this track with me? And we got in there and we done it in a week, I think, pretty much.
So you were a fan, obviously, of the previous days.
I mean, I loved the song that he did beforehand. Yeah, a bit of a... I loved the last track, and, I loved this style of music, and for me it was just something different. So, yeah, I mean, I loved it instantly. I thought it was fantastic.
And you wrote this together?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you find that, Victoria, writing this? Different, kind of, with a different partner?
Good. I mean, I think that, Dane's got some fantastic melody ideas and some great lyric ideas, and there was just, I just wanted to put my little tiny sprinkle of, pop on there. But yeah, no, it was good.
It worked really well. I mean, I think that's the whole appeal about the track. It's got the real raw underground element to it, and then what we've put on it, which is really soulful and pop at the same time. It's we pop and soul, aren't we?
Yeah, we're not rock and roll, pop and soul.
It's quite a good combination there.
Yeah.
Now, when I heard it, I was quite surprised because your voice is very exposed. I mean, you're right there. It's very strong.
Different,
Very
yeah.
different. How did you feel about that? Did you feel exposed?
No, not at all. I mean, obviously it was nerve-wracking. The first thing I've done on my own. But I mean, it was great. I was very scared there. The first day that I met up with Dane and Andy and Johnny, I was I was scared. It was the first thing that I'd done on my own. But no, it was good fun. And I liked the song, and yeah.
Did you miss the group experience?
Definitely. But when I got the track, actually, I played it to all of them, and I was on the phone to Melanie B saying, "What do you think of this? Do you like it?" So that's a good thing about still being in a group, but you're doing your own thing. Is you get the support of all your friends around you.
Now, what were you looking for? I mean, there's a lot of talk about what you're going to do with your solo career, and I think a lot of people thought, you do big ballads and all this kind of stuff.
Ballads and a long dress.
But I think everybody thought that's what you would go for, the spotlight and all this kind of business. But what were you looking for?
Well, I mean, I've been working on my own album for the last 4 or 5 months now. And I hadn't actually planned on bringing out anything until my album was ready. So next year I was looking at releasing something. But when I heard this track, I loved the song. I liked the collaboration. I love the people involved, and it just appealed to me because I thought this is something different, but something that I'm really into.
Released on the 14th of August 2000, Victoria would collaborate on the single Out of Your Mind alongside UK garage duo True Steppers and Dane Bowers. Victoria would find herself in her own chart battle that week when Spiller's Groove Jet This Ain't Love featuring Sophie Ellis-Bextor was released the same day. Although Out of Your Mind was predicted to be #1, Groove Jet eventually outsold it by 20,000 copies, holding it back to the #2 position.
Playing for free. I gave you what you want, what you need. My time is a wasting, but for you it's a breeze. You're out of your mind. Gonna make this really easy for you. I'm out of my mind. Gonna show you I'm not crazy, but you're wasting my time. I'm not wasting your time. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Thinking you were someone special. Time has shown, and now I know how wrong I have been. Always feeling like you're using me, confusing me, two-timing me. I can't remember how long has it been. Open your eyes while you trouble me. Expensive lies, but you're playing for free. I gave you what you want, what you need. My time's a wasting, but for you it's a breeze. You're out of your mind. Gonna make this really easy for you. I'm out of my mind. Gonna show you I'm not crazy, boy. You're wasting my time. I'm not wasting your time. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind.
On the 25th of September 2000, Melanie B would release the lead single to her upcoming album. Tell Me was written by Melanie B in collaboration with LaShawn Daniels and Fred Jerkins III, and produced by the latter, suggesting the track was written during the Spice Girls Forever album sessions. Tell Me would peak at #4 on the UK singles chart. Less than a month before the release of the new Spice Girls album, Melanie would opt to release her debut solo record on the 9th of October 2000. Hot received mixed reviews from critics and would only chart at #28 in the UK. The pending Spice Girls album was used as an excuse for the poor reception to Melanie B's record, with some claiming that fans were just more interested in the Spice Girls comeback than Melanie's debut record. Despite being released only 2 weeks after the top 5 hit Tell Me, and including the #1 hit I Want You Back, Hot would only sell 7,500 copies in its first week, before quickly dropping from the chart completely.
You told me all I had to hear, as our love was finally here. But then one day the truth would see your game was incomplete. 'Cause when I realized the truth, I see your plan, you know I'm gonna get from under my roof. I don't want you. Made you think I would be a fool. I now see through you. Yes, I do. And you're the fool. Tell me, how do you when you see me disregarding you? Someone new, and that's true. It was the saddest thing. I thought there was no help for me, 'cause you made me think I wasn't worth anything. Now I see you didn't have no self-esteem, and all you loved was Mel B's money. My everything, my running game on me. You told me all I had to hear, as our love was finally here. But then one day the truth would see your game was incomplete. 'Cause when I realized the truth, I see your plan, you know I'm gonna get from under my roof. But you think I would be a fool. I can see through you, and you're the fool, baby, you're the fool. When you see me,
We're really busy with the Spice stuff, and we're still really busy with individual stuff. Like, you know, I'm finished on my album. Mel B's album's out at the moment. you know, so it's all quite hectic.
But it's quite good as well because, like, say when I go off and do promotion, I'm going to Japan, I can go off and do my promotion, but it's like I can't help but talk about the Spice Girls as well because that's, you know, that's my baby, that is.
But because a lot of people were like, when we said about we were working with Rodney Jerkins, Jam and Lewis, everyone was like, oh, so it's really R&B then. And the thing is, it is obviously moved on naturally, but it has to be sparkly and still, you know, that everything's got that edge.
I think probably less on this album than the other two, because I think with Rodney, he's such a fantastic producer, and it's, you know, the songs are our babies, but the production's his thing, you know what I mean? So, but if there's anything we didn't like, he'd come back and play it. Hey girls, what do you think of this? If there's something we didn't like, it'd be changed. But really, you'd have to go off and let him work and do his magic, isn't it really? Whereas in the past, we've worked more closely because they've been, you know, people who we've known for longer, and it's all been in England, so.
Well, we started off in Sheffield, and then we did some tracks in London, and then we went over to Miami.
Yeah, we were in Miami for a little while.
Goodbye, of course, was done in Nashville.
Yeah. But I think most of the album was done in London.
Most of the album we've actually done with American producers, with Rodney Jerkins and also Jam and Lewis. Actually, right back at On Goodbye, the only two tracks that we did with our original writing team, if you like. This is more American sounding for us, but then I think that's the way that pop music's going.
But, you know, also I think it's really difficult to say now about, you know, music being from a certain country, because we can be in a studio, it doesn't matter where in the world, you've got the same equipment, you know, you can have an American producer, English musicians, and, you know, there's just, I mean, when I was doing my album, there was like people from all over the world, and some of it was written in England, some of it was written in Ireland, some of it was recorded in America, and music's universal now, so it really doesn't matter. It's a combination of talents, international talents.
We wrote a lot of songs that aren't on the album, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think it was just about personal experiences that we've all been through, ways that we're all feeling. Obviously, we've done a lot of travelling, you know.
We've never said, we need another wannabe. You know, there's a lot of pop acts where record company and management are very influential in the artistic side, which I think is a shame because the band's the band, unless they're puppets, which some unfortunately are. But, you know, we've always been very in control of our music, and so we've never gone out to make the perfect records. We've gone out to do what we want to do, what we feel comfortable with, whatever the climate of how we're feeling at the time. So, you know, it turns out the way it turns out.
Everybody takes on songs to adapt to their own situation, and even amongst the four of us we do when we're writing. I mean, somebody might listen to it and think, oh, it's about this, or oh, it's about that. Somebody else might listen to it and think, oh yeah, it's about how I was feeling last week.
We basically sit down, decide what kind of mood we're all in that day, which is usually the same.
Good.
And we just come up with melodies, lyrics. Sometimes we'll sit there and get a whole song done in 10 minutes, and another time it will take a whole day.
Stuck.
You know, it just depends on the vibe we're in.
What was the saying we had? Let it incubate.
Yeah.
Was it let it wait?
Just
let it incubate.
Because you'd write a whole song and you'd be stuck on one line, and you'd be like, right, I can't.
Driving you mad.
Yeah, it drives you mad. So you kind of put it away and let it rest, and then go back to it.
And it was funny as well when we first walked, or maybe it was the second time when we worked in Miami. We walked in the studio. And Rodney had obviously been tired because he works with, you know, he does work with a lot of people, and it's not just us who he's worked with. And he had all these different tracks, like backbeats. We were like, nope, don't like that, don't like that. We made him do a whole new track for us there and then. He spent all night. We were like, when we come back to the studio, we want a track that sounds like this, 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 and this. Because obviously, you know, whatever goes on our album, we have to be proud of, and we're very much involved in everything. And I think he thought, oh, maybe they'll just have this track. And we were like, no.
So we sat down and went, bass, and we want that louder, we want that louder, put that down.
Really annoyed him.
And he's a big time producer.
He's so sweet though, you know.
He's lovely.
So sweet, that guy. It's funny because when we was actually writing, I mean, there's quite a few songs on there that are very much like, listen, geezer, if you don't get this right, then you've had it. And because obviously we're working in a predominantly male environment, they're like that. You can't say, it's like, well, listen to the first and second album, love, and then you'll get the idea. We have to put this down.
They weren't having it at
This is how it goes. Oh, you can't tell a man to do that. Oh, yes, we can.
But then we decided to do a real love one, didn't we?
Yeah, which is the first time we've done that.
First time ever.
And tell you what we did, which was really good. We all went off into our own corner and wrote down what our version of love is. And then we came together, we all had our own melodies, and that's how that song was written.
Actually, looking back, we were kind of at different stages, and now we've all moved on again, and it's like...
I wasn't in love then, I'm sure.
Let me tell ya.
Yeah.
About the night
That's the one.
Gonna show ya.
That's the one.
I love that one.
That's the one. All of them,
I
darling.
think all of them. I think, do you know what? Because the album is so dancey and stompy.
It is.
The crowd, I think, would really enjoy it and have a good boogie.
My mum's got a favourite one. What's that one, Mum, that you like, that you just have to dance to? She went, it's the one where you see a guy from across the room, you're at an after
If
party.
you wanna have some fun, track me down and get my love.
But my mum turns it up and goes like that.
It was something we all came up with, wasn't it? We all sat down, and it's like, because it's just putting the boot on the other foot, really. Because it's always the girl who's doing the ringing, when do we see you again? And all that, and we thought, no, this time, you know, we want to be the ones in control. The guy is gagging for it. She's not interested. Weekend love, that's all you was.
Yeah.
Move on.
That's it.
Pack your bags, next one in. Guys think they're the bee's knees anyway, so I think, you know, us girls have got to big ourselves up. So that's what it's all about, girls. Guys are too confident.
I think we all worked so hard on the vocals this time, and also working with American producers.
They challenge you.
They push you to the limit, do you know what I mean? Which is great because we're learning as well.
So many times he'd go, right, I've got a really diva-y lick for you to do, which is all that quabbling stuff. Before he'd even sung it to us, a few of us were like, no,
we're not doing
can't do that. But then by the end of it, it's like, yeah, I want to sing like this, and you kind of just go for it. And the album is really strong, and it is the first time the four of us have done an album together. I mean, the last two albums have been with five of us, so we've had a chance to really concentrate and all four of us sing, you know, properly.
Yeah.
I just think now, it's like we really do egg each other on more now. Because I used to be able to cop out and go, I can't do high. I just can't sing high. Whereas
I know
now
I'd have
it's
to do
like,
it, but now I'm like,
come
no,
on.
Melanie, go and do it.
And you've been singing low.
Yeah.
We kind of mixed and matched and swapped about a bit. It's been good.
Usually when we're writing, it's quite obvious. We kind of even write for each other, don't we? We sort of know, you know, whose voice is going to suit the best, because we are all quite different in, you know, in the way that we sound. We've got quite diverse voices, so it usually just falls into place. I hope people can even just listen on the radio and they know who's who. I don't know whether that's a bit naive to think that they do.
I think that they can, because I think we all sound very, very different. You know, we all really complement each other.
I love Time.
Time is beautiful.
It's very, very slow, and it can be a bit like, oh, but if you actually listen to it when you're start off in a good mood, not a depressed mood, it's just so lovely.
Time goes by, but we stand still. Love you for eternity, I will.
No, it does, I know it does. Oh, I like
beautiful. That. We said, let's do a ballad where we're in love. We don't, you know,
we're not
gonna tell him what to do. We're not gonna say, I'm in love with you, but don't push it. So we just did a pure ballad, and at the time, I think we all were thinking about men in our lives.
I like If You Want to Have Some Fun, which we did with Jam and Lewis. I really like that. And I also like the one that, last Rodney one, with Fred and
Wasting My Time?
Yeah.
Wasting My Time.
Yeah, that's another one of my favourites. I have two favourites on the album.
I like that Love the Other Way as well. That's going to be the double A to Holly, and that's a really nice ballad, isn't it? But they're all good songs. There isn't a weak link.
taken so long to come out because we have been working on it, and we've taken our time with this album because the last couple of albums were, you know, quite quick for us, and we love doing it, but we wanted to enjoy this one and work on it, you know, much more and take our time. So that's why it's taken a long time, but I'm sure you can, you'll listen to it and appreciate it and hopefully really, really enjoy it because it's a great album. It's got, our vocals have really, really moved on and we've worked really hard on them, and I hope you enjoy it. I love it. I listen to it all the time in my car, at home. In fact, I got in trouble the other day at my flat because I had the music on too loud and I had the security come up and tell me get off. And it was my music. How sad is that?
We've worked with some of the old people, not old because they're very old in years, but some of the people who worked in the Spice and Spice World, like Nat Faith and Alec Kennedy. We've worked with some new people, American producers, Jam and Lewis, who did loads of stuff with Janet Jackson, and Dark Child, just like Rodney Jerkins and all his crew. And they've worked with Destiny's Child, Jennifer Lopez, Whitney Houston, and just like really modern R&B. So it's a real new sound for us, really. It's a lot bigger and you know, just like got that modern R&B flavour.
Holland's a great track. It's a song that you can groove to, you know, that you can get your boyfriend on the dance floor and have a dance with him, and you know, it's all about just having fun again with, you know, whether it's with a guy or whether you're out dancing with, you know, your boyfriend, and just really having a good time and living it up.
Hi, we're in Nancy Noses and I've been lazy. This is dance to Holland, polishing it up. So we're both schooled doing totally different things. Right, this is the big announcement that we know you've been waiting for.
Our first single is out on the 23rd of October. And it is a double A side, so you get 2 tracks. Let Love Lead the Way and Holla.
Hey! And they're all going to be on an album which will be released on the 6th of November.
Our third album.
Hang on, what are we going to call it?
We can't tell you that yet.
It's a secret.
We'll have a discussion about
We'll
that.
let you know when we know.
We'll let you know. So
it's full of surprises though, and it's very, very spicy and mature.
So keep it spicy. See you soon.
Click on again shortly. Bye.
And they're going to be turning, and they've got to put some turning movement in. So it's like doing it for the girl, coming to her, forward back.
Thanks, Mel.
Good morning.
I shouldn't say routine, should I? It's a bit. It's whatever they do.
They need to be able to do it turning that way and turning that way. So it's really just about getting them looking relaxed, natural.
Are you happy with the boots? You are. How's that? Pretty good from here. Yeah. Is this supposed to be over there? Ready? And playback. Is that a good level, sound level for you?
Yeah, nice and loud.
Good, nice and loud it will be. All right, stand by for take. Is there anybody not ready? Ready? And playback. Playback. A little round of applause for the girl.
No stopping next.
No stopping next.
Yeah. Let just Victoria. Oh, it's only Victoria. Really.
Well, here we are on the set of the second Spice Girl video this week. That's why I'm a bit mad. I'm a bit delirious by now. Oh my god. Is they're not painful to sit on.
No, but I rattle as I go.
Mel, you're all done up, ready to go.
What have you got? Bondage gear on
Go and
the
show
bottom.
us your rocks.
And I've got some real ice going on.
What are you eating? The hair's grown again.
Well, I know, it's these vitamins. It's fabulous, isn't it? It's sort of like when you get famous, you know, everyone's hair seems to grow really, really quickly. It's quite amazing.
We're on the video shoot for Holler.
We are Holler,
You
yes.
had the late shift last night.
I did, 2 o'clock in the morning I was here till.
Nice to be back with the girls.
Yeah, it is actually. Getting on the advice.
Babysitting.
Yeah. Babysitting, no, but I like that. It's cute catching up with the kids, you know. But yeah, but it's good, you know, when you're having fella troubles, just to get all the opinions.
Yeah,
Still taking a notice, haven't
Oh yeah, it's wicked. Been back all week. We had a photo shoot last week, and then we've done a video at the start of this week, and then another video now.
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, because when you're off doing your solo bits, it's lovely, but you know, there's nothing like having your girlies about.
It's great. It's really good because, you know, I've spent a lot of time sort of doing things on my own, and it's been good because I've had Dane there, so I've not been totally on my own.
Yeah.
But if you're having a quiet day, you can't just sit there and not say a lot when you're on your own. Because Dane doesn't say a lot.
Well, that's what it's like being in a girl, you know, in a girl thing. Like when you get together on a Saturday night and you get dressed with your bottle of wine, it's like that. And we're like, oh, we're supposed to be doing we're supposed to be doing a video here, you know.
But yeah, no, it's great. I mean, to get all together and all have a good gossip about everything that's been going on, and having all the babies running about, it's been really good.
It's like kindergarten.
It is. It's like a creche, isn't it?
The kids are running around and we're like, where's he gone? Oh no.
It must be better actually for the 4 of you being here doing the video. You know, if you've got time to spare, you can sit and have a chat rather than sort of being on your own.
Yeah, because we just sit and talk and laugh and put the telly on and listen to the music.
Yeah.
And all the time it's, you know, Victoria and Mel's on, so we like that.
I know, I have heard Victoria
day long. I'm like, oh.
You're losing your mind.
Gonna make it yeah, I know everywhere now.
It's so contagious. Can you sing it all the time on the telly for me? Can you, why don't you go out and buy a few thousand copies? That'd be good. That'd be good.
Play back.
You need a holiday.
I don't know what I'm singing.
No, it's alright. Yeah.
Well, the first video was really quick.
Was it?
Because we worked with the director before we did Who Do You Think You Are with him. But this one's a bit long because I think this director's a bit panicky.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's so much pressure on him. And we're all like, oh, I'm tired now, I want to go home. And he's like, no, wait. And lighting and, you know, everybody gets a bit stressed apart from us. But we just sit and complain.
Cool. Cut. We've got nice work now.
Don't lie, Barry.
Why have I got fruit? Somebody's
Just in
trying to
case
tell
you were
me
hungry.
something. Why have I got a bowl of fruit beside me? Is this art vibe going on? Shouldn't it just be an orange?
Do it again. Yeah.
You're doing Holler, is that right? In yesterday. Can you tell us a bit about the video? Because I read the sort of rundown and I was like that.
Did you? I didn't.
No idea what's going on.
Well, there's 4 elements, okay? So there's wind, which is me. And I said to the director, because he did the True Steppers video, so I said, listen, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got this job, so how come I'm the wind? So I'm wind, then we got Melanie B, who's fire, Emma, water, and Melanie C is earth.
Have a great time, Em. Play back.
This time I'm water in Holler, and I have this man that comes down as water and then turns into a man, and it's very cool.
And you know what I need.
I was in like a blue little dress and a long leather white coat and stuff.
Girl, you know what's up. Oh.
That was really cool, yeah. I looked a bit matrixy.
My boobs are really high. Get it down. My scene's fire. I've got fire everywhere. And I've got this really sexy guy that comes towards me and we get embezzled in flames. For some reason I get the touching scenes. Really embarrassing. And then there's water, there's air, it's all like...
Everyone's got elements.
Yeah, Melanie's floating, doing this vibe. That she's
What's
into. You know, like meditating, yoga, kind of, you know. Good. Wish I could do it.
Too much energy.
Yeah, I can't sit still for very long. It is actually a problem of mine.
But there's mention of pyramids and fantasy rooms and all that.
It's funny because both shoots have been, we picked the scripts that incorporated the elements. So like on each one we've been a different element, like I'm earth on this one, in the first one I was water.
Right.
But I think I quite like the concept because, you know, all the Spice Girls are different and they come together to create something, and all elements are very different. They come together to create this crazy world.
That was one thing I understood actually from the thing. It was like, you're all in a corner of the pyramid, so it's all your own little sort of bit, and you come together and point. Is that right? It's all right then.
They're all very deep, aren't they? Did you ever see me? I didn't.
I'm not going to get any more out of this one, right?
We're in Studio 1 now at Elstree Film Studios, and the girls are just getting the positions up behind me. There's the pyramid. It's blue screen because of all the special effects that are going to be put onto it. That's why it's all just quite plain looking just now, but when the finished thing's done, look pucker. I don't know if you can see actually, but there's a woman over there in a white vest and a blue cap. She's the choreographer, and she stood by at all times in case the girls forget their moves, giving it all that. But they're doing not bad so far. We're all kind of on this podium thing, you know, dancing around a bit. And then there's 4 men, and they kind of morph into each other. It's meant to be the kind of man that we'd go for.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just somebody who looks hot.
Can be engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
Hey ladies!
Funky.
What's yours look like?
God. No, he's
You look
really
anything
not.
like David.
He's got a skinhead. I made him shave his hair. But yeah, I mean, you know, I think kind of, you know, I don't have to touch him or anything.
He's got a really good body. It's really embarrassing actually because we had to watch their audition tapes of them freestyling and pretending to do like this little bit of a lap dance to this woman. Poor guys. And he was very good.
Yeah?
He's got a gold tooth and he's really quite sexy looking.
Yeah.
Your kisses are so sweet and my heart goes boom.
Did you get to pick yours too?
Yeah, I did. I looked at him, I thought, oh, I'm not sure about that one. Then I saw him dancing, he's fantastic.
What did he look like?
He had lots of piercings.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine you going for a piercing.
I know, I think they tried to give him a bit of an edge for me, you know.
What did yours look like?
He's really handsome.
Did you get a choice?
Yeah, we did.
I love him.
We did, yeah. Yeah, no, we did. He's nice, you know. He's a black guy and he's got like goatee and dreads, and he's very funky looking, you know. I don't know what my type is.
It's for the video.
Yeah. If he joins a boy band, then I might like him.
I did actually want to snog him, but I thought, no, better not really.
The daughter's here, I can't do it with Phoenix here.
Joking.
Mel was saying...
Max would go mad. Cut that bit out.
You're releasing a double A side first.
Yes.
Why's that?
Really, it's just to give back to the fans. This is my speech. Because no, I mean, this is, I don't know actually, but this is my reasoning behind it. This is what I think. Because it's been such a long time, you know, and all the pop acts that are out there now, most of them spawned by the Spice Girls. I think there's a lot of kids getting nicked off. But I mean, that always goes on, it's about money, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just think we've been away for such a long time, bring them back a double A, at least they're getting 2 vids, 2 songs for the price of 1.
You've done 2 videos in 4 days.
And it means, it means less promotion.
More time with your hands.
I get myself in trouble. Whatever.
You said it's been a bit mad. Is it quite an intense video?
Yeah, it's quite lots of pre-production and lots of stuff going on, whereas the other track we just did the video for, Let Love Lead the Way, was much easier. It was kind of, you know, it was all like air and fire and, you know, it was all that kind of thing. It was much easier. And we were finished every day at 8 o'clock. It's like, great.
Common time for EastEnders.
Yeah, every time for EastEnders. Perfect.
Let's go!
What was the idea behind the video you did, the first one you did?
Well, it was very similar in the whole element.
Let Love Lead the Way, isn't it?
Yeah, but that was a ballad, so it was more beauty.
Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why.
What element were you?
Well, I was Earth. I was all nice and green and earthy.
I was water, so I'd done all my shots on water and I was all in blue, and then all the girls did, because there would be everything all together.
It's a bit more, a lot easier, you know, it's more fun.
So we just end up running around being mad and annoying everyone.
Am I finished? Not yet.
Check this out.
You must get so many people wanting to do your videos though. I mean, did you get loads of...
It's funny, we do get lots of people who want to work with us, but we get lots of people who don't want to work with us as well.
Please make a note so I can go back to video.
No, I think people are a bit scared, because I think the whole myth of the Spice Girls is a lot more scary than the actual reality. Do you know what I mean? Because they're only 4 girls, but a lot of people are like, oh my god, the Spice Girls are coming. Like, so?
Yeah.
It sends everybody into chaos, because I think when we're all back together, people are like, oh my god, they're all there. It's like, oh, don't talk to them or leave them alone. Or it's like, oh, we're really normal.
I mean, is it different for you going back and doing the Spice Girls album as it has been for you doing the solo stuff?
It is very different, but it's not like, oh, this is different. It's like, I go with the whole attitude that Spice Girls today.
Yeah.
And like Wurzel Gummidge. Like, put my Spice Girls head on.
Do you like my cow socks? Moo. Aren't they fabulous? David bought these for me.
It's nice to be with the girls and we have fun and everything, but it's not, you know, it's not the real deal. It's not Mel C solo stuff. That's like, you know, that's me.
Is it hard then to go back and do it?
Nah, it's fun. It's like a hobby. Oh. Can't believe I've just used that quote again. Don't use that, please, because that quote haunts me.
Roll camera. Lay back.
Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why.
The new album, can you give us a sort of insight into what the new album's like? Is it different from the old, the other albums?
I think it'll always have, you know, lots of spice, lots of pop, you know, because that's the way we are. We like when we record songs, we always sort of laugh and just have a really good time.
Yeah.
But as it is, you know, we've moved on a tiny bit with Rodney Jerkins and Jam and Lewis, and I think our vocals are much stronger, which, you know, they push being American producers.
Yeah.
They're kind of like really pushing the vocal stuff, and that's been great, and we've learned so much. I'm hitting notes that I never thought you could have. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. It's, you know, we've still got that sort of Spice Girls poppy feel to it, but you know, I was going to say takes it to another level. But there they go. But yeah, a bit more mature. You know, kind of a natural progression, really, I'd say. You know, because we've all got a bit older. You know, got married, had children, so you know, we've sort of moved with ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, we wrote a song about 2 weeks ago, so it's just been like, it's been quite a rushed kind of vibe, the end of it, but the beginning of it, we had quite a lot of time planned out in Miami, working with Rodney and stuff like that, so the start of it was quite cool and smooth. Then it was like, right, we need 2 more songs, quick, be in the studio. So it was quite mad.
It's just because it's been such a long time since we were in the studio.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a different dynamic now. Ginger's not with us anymore, if you hadn't noticed. So I thought I'd make myself the body weight so he's still equal. There was 5 people in the band.
Is it totally different from the other albums?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I just think because we've all grown up a bit more, we've all like gone off and done our own little things, so we've got more of a individual identity. Not that we didn't have before, but it's more strong now. And I just think the people that we've worked with have brought us out more vocally, brought us out more lyrically. You know, it's been a real like woof.
vibe.
Who told you you could do it like this? Who told you you could do it like? Who told you you could do it like this? Who told you you could do it like?
Will you tour with this album, do you think, from your Spice Girls album?
We haven't really talked about that at the moment. You know, we've just sort of got the videos done and talking about the album coming out, and then obviously there is still solo projects going in between it.
These are all up in the air questions, really. It's so different now. Of course, the girls have got families to consider, and we've all got solo things that are happening too. So it's a conversation that hasn't yet happened. I think we're all kind of avoiding it.
Yeah.
But being really honest, aren't we?
No, it's hard going on tour for me because I've got a family, and obviously now being married, you know, I don't want to leave my husband or my baby.
More babies.
Yeah. I just want to have lots of children.
Before we'd be like, right, next year we're going to be doing this, but at the moment we're sort of taking each day as it comes.
Let's take a ride.
It's lovely to see the little one here, Dave. She's
Running around.
brilliant. It's absolutely good. It must make you quite calm to have her around you all the time. Is that part of why?
Kind of calm.
Yeah,
I worry about her because she just kind of goes to everybody and likes everybody to watch her. I'm like that. Oh, get back to nursery and be normal with all the rest of the kids.
What would you say, right, if Brooklyn, when he grows up, says, "Mum, I want to be in a boy band"? What would you say?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I have a feeling, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you just got to let them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
I don't think his dad would be that impressed. I think his dad wants him to be like a footballer.
Have you just even moved away from sporty? Are you still sporty?
Sporty by name, not so much by nature.
Are you still baby?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a kid in everybody, and I really like to keep that. So I love the name Baby.
Always be baby.
Yeah, it's cool. I might grow up a little bit and be toddler.
Infant Spice.
Yeah, infant Spice or teenage Spice. Yeah.
Have you got a new tag then?
Don't know. Who ate all the pie spice? Everyone
I love the way you laugh. You laugh all that praise stuff off.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's rubbish, innit? I'm human, you know what I mean? I'm not a robot. But it's really funny because a lot of people compare my career to Robbie Williams, and it's like, oh, there she goes again. Sorry, Rob, mate, you're looking good.
Gonna make it, gonna let it, gonna make this party move.
But what are you going to have to do now? Because there's 10 wind ups, so you've got to go.
I have to go. We're on set now doing the dance together, and we're in this big pyramid.
It's going to be a long day and a long night.
I hear it's pretty full on dance routine.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
And I'm wearing heels, so I'm going to fall over and break a leg.
You're dancing, you don't enjoy then? That's the one.
I do, but it's just too much brain power. I'd rather just be able to sing.
Yeah. Have you got a full on routine for this one then today? Really?
Yeah. I just think I look silly. I look like I'm in one of those boy bands.
What should be your favourite Spice Girl moment? Do you have one?
Tonight when they say, "It's a wrap!"
They're waving at me, you've got to go.
Oh, that's nice of them, huh?
Yeah. Well, listen, we'll let you get back on set.
Okay,
And I'll come
really sweaty. Like.
No, you're alright.
Hi.
You've got to jangle out
Okay,
with your
I've got
belts
to
and your
jangle out with all. Do you know I had lunch with Joan Collins the other day? Right, I seriously did.
You did not.
And look what an influence she's had.
It's lovely to see you. Oh, but we'll come and annoy you on set.
Alright, great.
Alright,
Thanks
cheers,
very
Emma.
much. Bye, darling. Cool.
Wicked.
That was
Thanks,
easy.
babe.
Thanks, darling.
I hope that made some sense because I am really, really strange when I'm a Spice Girl.
Are you? Why?
I don't know. I think so because it's so exciting.
Do you sort of jump down a couple of years in age? Do you get younger, do you think, with them? Or?
I think so, yeah.
We'll let you get back.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
Mel.
much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Everything will work out fine. Give you that love.
We all had a different view as to what song we were going to release first.
Yeah.
And then we all decided Holler, And then I know I got a bit cold feet about it. I'll never forget making a phone call to Emma saying, Emma, come on, what do you think? It's down to you. Do we go with this song or this song? And she went, oh no! And then she went, no, it has to be Holler. And we're all like, yes, right, well, let's just go for it. And if anything goes wrong, we just blame it on Emma.
On me. Because the thing is, when we all make a decision, that's usually the right one. And so I think it's best that we stick to it.
That's what we do.
And then it's our fault, nobody else's. Yours too.
No, you were the one that was saying, no, come on now, doesn't matter what anybody says, let's just stick with this one.
Yeah.
This is the one we said from the beginning, let's not kind of, get all flaky about it and worried. Because it is important, we have been away for quite a while in the public eye, so the first song that we're going to release is going to get scrutinised, loved, hated, whatever. So we have to be 100%.
Yeah.
On the 23rd of October 2000, Holler was officially released as the lead single from the upcoming album. It was written by the group, with additional writing by Rodney Jerkins, LaShawn Daniels and Fred Jerkins III, with Rodney Jerkins, aka Darkchild, also serving as the producer. The song was released as a double A-side single with Let Love Lead the Way, written by the same team alongside Mason Jr. Holler and Let Love Lead the Way received mixed reviews from music critics. While some complimented the song's production and the Spice Girls vocals, others found the material too similar to acts like Destiny's Child and TLC and thought it was too different from the group's previous sounds. The double A-side was a commercial success though, topping the UK singles chart and becoming the band's 9th #1 single. This gave the Spice Girls the record for being the girl group with the most #1 singles in the UK. Internationally, it was also commercially successful, peaking inside the top 10 in countries such as Canada, Denmark, Finland, Ireland and Spain.
The message is that there is so much, there is horrible things going on outside the world, and you have to watch it every day and stuff like that. But for us, we just kind of you have to let love, take you wherever you want to go, and believe in yourself and trust yourself and kind of go with it and try and wash them other horrible things away.
And I'll tell you what I also like about that song is it does openly say, well, what if that happens, or what if that happens, where will I be? Then the chorus is the kind of just let love lead the way vibe.
When we were writing that, there was nobody in mind. I think we started originally writing that about a homeless person, didn't we?
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah. So I think it's like, it could be anyone. It's something that we all do. Sometimes we're feeling lonely and we can look out and see all it's something that we have all felt. It's like, you switch on the TV and you see all the death and destruction on the news and you just think, why? Why is the world like this? And when you're very young and because your innocence and naivety, and then when you start finding out all the horrible things about the world, it just really lets you down, doesn't it? So that's what it's about, really. Just hoping that love will lead you to better places and better things. One of my fondest memories of Let Love Lead the Way was we'd finished everything, but I was water. We all take on different elements. I was water in that one. So it was about 10 p.m. on the second day shooting, and I had to get soaking wet. And it wasn't a pleasant thing. It was cold water. And they had to change the camera scenes as well. So, I was fully clothed. I had like a vest, trousers, boots, big boots up to here on, and I was drenched. And I had to wait 10 minutes sitting there at 10 o'clock at night waiting for them to move the cameras. So that's the fun of videos.
Let love lead the way. What's it about? Let love lead the way. It's about a girl who's looking out of her bedroom window, watching the world go by, and she's thinking about joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Come on, sing it, baby. That vibe. Hi, this is Victoria Beckham, and
I'm on the set with the other girl. Let's do a quick flash of them. Just very quick. No. It's got to roll with me. And we are on the set of our new video. We've been here for 2 days now. I was up very early this morning. I was up at about 6 o'clock to get here for about 7:30 to start hair and makeup. The set's fantastic. We've got four different sets. We've got myself, I am fire. We've got Emma, who is earth. We've got Melanie C, who is water. And you've got Melanie B, who's wind.
What makes this world go round? We'll begin to let her down. She is so sweet and young, and her life has just begun. What does her future hold? At the door we left unknown. Will she make it through her day? Let our love lead the way. Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why. Why is there joy? Why is there pain? Why is there sunshine and the rain? One day you're here, next you are gone. No matter what we just go on, just keep the faith and let love lead the way.
Basically, we started writing this song. It's a ballad. I love ballads, but it's about, generally it can be about anybody, but the character in the story of the song is a young girl, and just how she sees life and how it can affect us all, like we see on the news all the death and destruction and devastation. And just about, what's life about, and, is it going to let you down, and what keeps us going and stuff like that. So I think it's a song of hope as well, just to give people empowerment. That's what the Spice Girls are all about, girl power and people power.
She'll keep pressing every day, and she'll find her own sweet way. Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why. Why is there joy? Why is there so much pain? Why is there sunshine and the rain? One day you're here, next you are gone.
Lead the Way is fantastic because it's a big ballad and it's fabulous. But it's funny because when we were actually taping it, we were actually filming it, they do it double speed. I don't know why, I think it's so they can then do it in slow motion. So you sound like a chipmunk, so you're singing "Love Me the Way" and you're singing really fast in a really funny voice, and you have to do it all really fast and then move all your arms very slowly. So you look very strange, but it's going to look very effective, I
Play double speed even though it's not sync.
Gretch, double speed.
Got that?
Got those back doors, please.
Not from the beginning, just before the first chorus.
We know, Brad.
Would you like to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go!
Labor,
the world go by and tears through her eyes. Oh, she feels hurt and pain. She wants to break the chain. She'll keep pressing every day, and she'll find her own sweet way. Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why. Why is there joy? Why is there so much pain? Why is there sunshine and the rain? One day you're here, next you are gone. No matter what we must go on, just keep the faith and love me the way. Keep holding on, you'll never be wrong. Just close your eyes, 'cause it lies deep in your heart, yeah. Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why. Why is there joy? Why is there pain? Why is there sunshine in the rain? When you're here, next to love. Everything will work out fine if you let love lead the way.
My lip. Feathers on my lip. Feathers on my lip.
What makes this world go round? Will the answer let her down? She is so sweet and young, and her life has just begun.
What does her future hold? That's a story left unknown.
Will she make it through her days? Let our love lead the way. Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why. Why is there joy? Why is there so much pain? Why is there sunshine and the rain?
Forever, the third album from the Spice Girls, was first released by EMI Music Japan on the 1st of November 2000. It was distributed 5 days later in the UK by Virgin Records and on the 7th of November in North America. The album title stemmed from fans often attending Spice Girls shows with banners saying Spice Girls Forever. Melanie C stated that at the end of Viva Forever, when singing her ad-libs, she often would switch Viva Forever, I'll Be Waiting for Spice Girls Forever. Victoria noted that a lot of people seemed to think it would be called Third Time Around, but that she wasn't sure where that came from. The album would receive mixed reviews from music critics, with some unsure about the more R&B influenced sound. In the UK, Forever was released the same week as Westlife's Coast to Coast album. The chart battle was widely reported by the media, where Westlife won, reaching the top spot on the UK albums charts. Meanwhile, Forever debuted at number 2, selling 71,000 copies in its first week. Forever was certified platinum in the UK for sales of over 300,000 copies. In the US, the album achieved moderate success, peaking at number 39 on the Billboard 200. In Australia, it peaked at number 9 and was certified gold. The album reached number 10 in Austria, where it was also certified gold. In Canada, it peaked at number 6 and was certified double platinum, and in Germany, it reached number 6, where it was also certified gold. In total, Forever sold over 4 million copies worldwide.
Forever, their brand new album, featuring the #1 smash hits, Holla, Let Love Lead the Way, and Goodbye. Spice Girls, Forever, out now.
Thank you.
Hail the fans!
Hail the fans!
Part of me laughs, part of me cries, part of me wants to question why. Why is there
Westlife have had fantastic success, you know.
In this country?
Yeah, but we really, no, but you know, they do things in America, and we do really respect what they've done, because not to sound patronising, but we've done that too. You know, they've not been along, but they've been around as long as the Spice Girls, and it's like, and we are still hungry, but we're not desperate anymore, because we enjoy what we do. It's not a race to get every record ever broken. It's not for us, it's just we love it.
Part of me last night, I cried. Part of me wants to question why.
We're so proud of this album. It's such a fantastic album. We don't feel that we have to scream at people and completely ram it down everybody's necks to go out and buy it. It's a good album. The music speaks for itself. It's a good quality album, and we don't have to scream up and all that about it, you know.
And I think the other thing is we also always feel really lucky to be in this position. You know, we don't want to push anyone and say go and buy it. At the end of the day, we're lucky to be here, and if you enjoy the album, great. We're so pleased.
If you don't, then tough luck.
Well, we'd spent quite a lot of time, you know, doing our own thing. And, you know, we said that, you know, we'd like to do another album. And I think that it was just wanting to, you know, two of us had had babies, everybody'd done their own thing. I mean, Melanie done a hell of a lot of travelling on her own, and it was just nice to get back together and do this album.
I think it was just in the pipeline anyway. When we were on tour, it was something that we talked about a lot. Although Melanie and Victoria were pregnant, it was something we always knew we wanted to go ahead and do, and it just sort of happened. Just happened. It's passionate, isn't it? It's a passionate song. Yeah, that's one of our favourites too.
I think that all of the singles on this album,
all of the singles.
I think they are all singles. They all could be singles. You know, as Melanie said, you know, there's no sort of ones that you skip when you're listening to them. No fillers. No, they're all very good, and they could all be singles.
Promo copies of Tell Me Why, If You Want to Have Some Fun, and Weekend Love were all issued as potential third singles. However, by December 2000, the Spice Girls ceased promotional activities for the Forever album as they began an indefinite hiatus to concentrate on their solo careers.
The third album was still a big success. We had Holler, which was #1, Goodbye Again, which was #1.
If everybody was honest, it wasn't how it was, and everybody had their own things going on then, and you know, I think it was time to move on.
Forever is often regarded as the weakest of the three Spice Girls albums, and one that still divides fans to this day. You have to wonder what a third Spice Girls album would have sounded like had Jerry stayed with the group, and had Melanie C not been quite so distracted with her own solo music. The fact remains that Forever is still an accomplished R&B and pop album, but one that, ironically, lacks the spice found throughout the group's first two studio albums. Thanks for watching, and check out my videos on Jerry's solo career if you'd like to learn more about her music.